Okay, so yeah, just first of all, congratulations on the appointment.
Thanks.
How does it feel after being unveiled?
Yeah, it's excellent. You know, the feeling of being here now is really confirmed. Obviously, still on the pitch, talking to you guys all morning is now it's reality. It's now a desire to get on and get cracking with things after watching the game last night, and obviously with the game coming up on Saturday. So looking forward to it, and a real sense of pride in the fact that we've got a job in the ilk that it is of Grimsby Town. So obviously very proud moment.
And Grimsby fans will know that their most successful manager, Alan Buckley, was sort of plucked from non-league, and you two are both hungry up-and-coming managers.
Yeah, certainly. It's non-league mentality is slightly different, but Paul and I certainly have a mentality of a professional attitude, and that's something that we have instilled into the non-league players that we've had. We've also had some very, very good players that have traditionally been in non-league most of their careers, and they've bought into it, and that's something that we'll certainly be trying to do here, is for everybody to be buying into our ethics and our ethos of how we want things to be done, and if we're all pulling in the same direction, then then I'm sure that there'll be some interesting times ahead.
Yeah, and these days the managerial market's very, very packed, and a lot of names will link with this post. So it must really please you that, as up and coming managers, you attracted the club's interest.
Well, certainly we know there are a lot of names linked to this job, and a lot of names that have been successful previously. But obviously thanks to the chairman and the directors for selecting Paul and I. But ultimately, we feel that we've earned the right to do that. In the last couple of seasons, that the achievements that we've had have gone not unnoticed. So it's obviously with great delight that we're here today, and something that we feel that we've worked very, very hard to get here, and that's work ethic will continue from today.
I think some of the fans were worried when the Rotherham job popped up.
Yeah, it's interesting because obviously with our connections to Rotherham, that was obviously going to be the link, and obviously yesterday we had to resign from our position at Boston, and I think people were putting two and two together and getting certain answers and having to field a lot of phone calls yesterday. But obviously we're here with Grimsby Town managers, and that's the underlying factor. But again, it's with a sense of pride that we are being linked to certain jobs. But what I will say is now we're fully focused on Grimsby Town and the job in hand.
And you saw a bit of the good, bad and ugly of Grimsby season last night. Yeah,
from watching the DVDs and from watching talking to people about the season that's unfolded here so far, I think pretty much that 95 minutes that was played last night epitomised the whole season, in one game. So certainly we'll be looking to eradicate some of the negatives from last night, but also there were a lot of positives moving forward. So it's certainly not a calamity that we've come into. It's something there that we've got a lot to work with, and I'm sure that if we get things right, then there's as I said, some very good times to come, hopefully.
What would be your view to those who say perhaps it's a bit of a gamble?
Well, clearly it is a gamble. It's always a gamble, whoever you appoint. At the end of the day, these two have been hugely successful. They've got a promotion with Ilkeston Town, then with Boston, and have done ever so well in their short time in management. They've also played at good levels, the Championship, League 1 and 2, and also the Conference. So they've got terrific knowledge and contacts throughout the game, and we're hugely optimistic. And when you talk about it as a risk, you have to put that in the context that Alan Buckley came from Kettering, non-league. There was the similar kind of comment made then, and of course he went on to serve this football club superbly, and we reached the Championship and did terrifically well for a good number of years. Russell Slade, again, I brought him from Scarborough, which of course was Conference at the time. So again, in Russell's first year it didn't work out so well, but his second year we did terrifically well and nearly got promoted. So it can work, and we're absolutely certain it's going to work this time.
Yeah, and just also obviously it's two hungry sort of up and coming managers. that might bring a bit of a freshness and a hunger perhaps that will help the club, looking to sort of bounce back and move up the leagues again.
Yeah, we would hope so. I mean, what clearly is the case that we've come down with Football League mentality, Football League know-how, and what we haven't learnt to do yet is deal with the down and dirty. We can play nice football, we can beat Wimbledon, we can play well against Crawley, we can turn in a good performance against a football inside, but when it comes to the down and dirty, we've clearly shown when we play particularly the clubs in the bottom half of the division, we don't know how to deal with it, and that's why we're wanting to bring in this conference experience. Our aim and objective was to look for at least a manager or management duo that's done it at this level, that knows how to win, and these lads have got terrific track record in doing that.
And just finally, when Neil Woods was appointed, there was a lot of talk about the structure of the club and bringing players through from the youth team and through the reserves. Is that a strategy that the club still plan to take forward?
Absolutely. That's a club strategy. It's not necessarily a management strategy, but of course it's very dear to the way these lads want to go about the business, so it fits.